Thursday night fantasy football preview. As a Bears fan, I don't like these teams, but as a fantasy football fan, this should be a lot of fun. I'm going to highlight one player from each team, starting off with Jaden Reed, who back in week 9 caught 5 passes for 113 yards against the Lions. And now Reed gets an opportunity in week 14 to repeat a big day against the Lions defense, allowing the 8th most passing yards per game and the 6th most fantasy points per game wide receivers. Reed is coming off of a productive day in week 13 after 2 down games where he caught 3 of his 6 targets for 24 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he also rushed for 23 yards. That's some extreme efficiency last week, but I think 6 targets is encouraging and a positive sign moving forward because he combined for just 5 targets the 2 weeks prior. Reed has finished 4 weeks with over 16 fantasy points, produced over 110 receiving yards 3 times, and totaled 7 touchdowns so far this season. Then on the other side of the ball, in the first Lions versus Packers matchup, Detroit found success running the ball with David Montgomery rushing 17 times for 73 yards and Jahmyr Gibbs rushing 11 times for 65 yards and a touchdown. Monty caught 3 passes for 23 that week, and Gibbs caught 1 for 11 yards. So in that last matchup, 20-12 touches was in Monty's favor. Last week, Montgomery rushed 21 times for 88 yards and caught 3 passes for another 36, while Gibbs rushed 9 times for 87 yards and caught 2 passes for another 17. So 24 touches to 11 again in Montgomery's favor. While Gibbs can perform at an extremely efficient level, I like Montgomery's volume ceiling. So the combination of performing well in the first matchup against the Packers, along with a productive day on 24 touches last week, brings confidence in Montgomery this week. Monty has finished 8 weeks with 15 plus fantasy points and 3 weeks with over 21 fantasy points. I like both of these guys to have a successful Thursday night football game and surpass their fantasy football projections for this week.